What's up, guys? I'm Kiera Lancaster, and I'm taking you inside the D. Detroit has been around for over 300 years, and on Inside the D, I'm going to take you into the beautiful historical neighborhoods that make up the city. Detroit is one of the most talked about cities in America, experiencing incredible prosperity, but also enduring tragic trials and tribulations. Yet, somehow, Detroit always makes a comeback. Our journey will introduce you to some of the remarkable residents and business owners that keep this city alive and vibrant. Now let's go inside the D. Today, I'm on the east side of Detroit checking out Indian and West Village. Now, both of these neighborhoods are listed on the National Register of Historical Places, and Indian Village was home to some of Detroit's finest. The beautiful homes in Indian Village average 12,000 square feet, and many have the original elaborate cardboard moldings, Pewabic tiles, servant headquarters, and even carriage houses.
The premier architects in Detroit worked on the Indian Village houses. This house is an Albert Kahn house, and Albert Kahn designed the Fisher Building. He designed the Rouge plant.
The breathtaking architecture made Indian Village the it neighborhood in the city. Some of the most well-known and wealthiest residents of Detroit called Indian Village home.
We had Edsel Ford lived here, Henry Ford's son, only son. We had Dodge children living here. And we had many of the suppliers to the auto industry or vice presidents of General Motors, that kind of thing.
Throughout Detroit's blight and abandonment, the homes in Indian Village have always been well maintained and remain a beautiful neighborhood for homeowners and tourists alike. And the reason is simple. The residents of Indian Village love their community.
Detroit Indian Village is one of a kind. There's no neighborhood like it. We're small in numbers as far as compared to other neighborhoods in the city of Detroit, but it's exclusive, it's quaint, it's quiet, and you have all kind of people here. Wealthy, middle class, business owners, a lot of people that's just, I want to say that some hold degrees, some don't, some have their own businesses from their parents. It's just a melting pot because people are from all over the place around here.
But one of the things that impressed me so much about the people in Indian Village was their commitment. I mean, the level of commitment to this community, and then everybody is so friendly. Like when I moved to my first home in Seminole, I'll never forget when the truck pulled up, my next door neighbor came right over and said, "No, what can I do? What do you need?" I mean, it's just really awesome because people live in other communities, you don't even know who your neighbor, you don't know your neighbors, you don't talk to them, you don't interact with them, but that's not what happens here.
Well, I think for me, the history was the driving factor. And like, for example, the homes, you can't build them today. The stone, the brick, just the hands-on they put in it today, no home can be built like it. The insurance would tell you that because no one wants to cover it because it's so high to reproduce. They won't even be able to reproduce what's built here. So once you get a hold of it, it's so valuable. That's more important than anything, it's valuable.
The people of Indian Village take pride in their neighborhood, and the community is always coming together, whether it's for socializing or a neighborhood issue.
I love the garden club, the neighbors, they're awesome. They're from all over the country. We go house to house. We have tea parties, we have a cocktail club that meets once a month. We have gardening clubs, we have wine tasting. We just have so many things that you can do. And just to go one block down or one block over is nothing like it.
Just this past year, we've been involved with saving our historic streetlights because the city wanted to install standard streetlights. Told us that they'd be happy to refurbish the old streetlights if we came up with some cash to help. So we raised $170,000 to refurbish the streetlights, and they'll be going in just a week or two.
The homeowners in Indian Village are very high energy. They're very committed not only to history, but to each other. And that to me is what really made the community what it is today.